All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and we back. If you do see me go live on a Sunday, that means it must be a following um, big week of boxing. The next week, we know we got Tony Harrison taking on. All right, man. Like I said, as soon as I logged in, it wanted to start acting up. But I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and yeah, let's talk a little bit about 1 second. Let's talk a little bit about um the fights last night. But first off, make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Want to make a donation? Best way to do that, share the video. But that link is in the description. Um, but I prefer for people to donate. But super chat don't matter. They take taxes out of the super chat. That's why. But having a little bit of problem. Dolomite, salute. Ricky E, appreciate the love. What up, though? Drew Berry, I see you in the house. Samuel, salute. God King Erxis, I don't know who you used to be, but what's going on? Gene Do, salute. Rashid Towns, salute. C Dub, salute. So let's talk a little bit about last night. But like I was saying before, my thing had to reset. If you see me go live on Sunday, that means I'm squeezing one in, especially while football on. I'm squeezing one in because we got a big fight week the following week, and I want to talk about the big fight starting Monday. So we gonna end this week off the way it should be ended off. So let's talk. Well, actually Sunday is the beginning of a new week, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's fight week next week for Harrison and Charlo too. I haven't cooked up the prediction video, but it's coming. Be up in the morning. But yeah, last night we had some fights. Shout out to Joe Burrows from LSU who won the Heisman. He rightfully deserved the Heisman Trophy. So salute to him. They kicked off that type of night last night, man. And then they went into the McCollin fight versus the Russian guy that robbed him in the amateurs for, I think, the Olympic gold medal. And that legitimately was an amateur fight on ESPN. That's what that was. You had two amateur guys that haven't really made that uh transition into being pro style fighters. All right. That was a problem with that fight. You know what I'm saying? Mick Collins seemed like he want to box a little bit more. And one thing you gotta admire about a guy like Floyd Mayweather was that he never let nobody knock him off his game. If he came in to fight a safety first fight, he was gonna fight that safety first fight from round 1 to round 12. But Mick Conlon, he gave up to the pressure. Obviously, he not that good. I don't need no more time to see shit from him. He might be a step or two above Zeus Shimming, and basically they keeping Shakur Stevenson WBO belt warm for him. So when Shakur move up and vacate, they gonna give it to Mick Conlon. But he just the beneficiary of his ethnic background and being popular in his country, but he ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? The guy he fought yesterday, he came off a torn bicep injury, didn't get a lot of time to heal. So when I heard that, I already knew what time it was. He was supposed to take that guy out if he gonna be anything, and he couldn't take the guy out. A guy with 3 wins, none by KO, and you couldn't take that guy out. And then he goes get Adam Booth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna help. Like I just don't see him. I don't see him being good at all. I'll get your Crawford questions in a minute. I don't see him being that good at all. But hey, you know what? Time will tell. Maybe he progressed, maybe pick up the sparring, but he went to train with Adam Booth. He was training with somebody in Southern California. I didn't catch what they say he was training with, but he went to Southern back with Adam Booth to stay closer to Ireland in his hometown. In my personal opinion, he seemed like he got the physical skills to be a good boxer. He need to be sparring and training with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? I said that about another fighter. I think it was Josh Taylor and Josh Kelly. That's the one I was talking about. Josh Kelly and Mick Conlon need to be sparring with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? They need to be getting used to that speed and trying to pick up on that rhythmic movement. Mick Conlon, it's not going to serve him well training in the UK and beating up on UK Euro bum spar partners. He need to be in there sparring with the likes of veterans and young fighters like Teofimo Lopez and Colbert and Richard Hitcherson. He need to be sparring and banging out with those guys. You know what I'm saying? And getting the feel for that. But being over in the UK and beating up on other Euro bums, he ain't gonna be shit but a regional fighter. They trying to take him universal because of it. He got an ethnic background that appeals to a lot of people in Ireland, and they feel like he could be the next Conor McGregor. But tell you this, he ain't got that McGregor skill level. You know what I'm saying? And he not gonna get it with Adam Booth. He need to be over there with like Floyd Senior. He need to be over there with Andre Rozier, even though he didn't have the greatest of nights. Or he need to be like John David Jackson, Don Turner, Brother Nas. He need to be over there. Even with Shane Mosley, he can show him some things. Adam Booth ain't gonna cut it, man. But hey, it really ain't my thing. I really don't think the dude that good, but he got some things to work with. He got some pedigree. He got some technique. It's some things to work with. He not just like trash like Zeus Shimon, but that's how the amateur system is broken. When you see those two guys in there, banging it out, um, on the world championship stage, and they telling you that those were the best amateurs for gold medal. Come on, we all know Zeus Shimon wasn't no top fighter, but he fought. I think he got 2 gold medals. We look at Mick Conlan. I think he got a gold medal, or he lost for one, or whatever. And you telling me this is the best that the amateurs got to give when guys like Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Errol Spence, and Bud Crawford, the Charlo twins, and a lot of guys didn't get that opportunity to get a gold medal, or they made it to the Olympics and didn't get it. That just shows you that system is corrupt. And I don't blame guys like Erickson Lubin and Devin Haney for bypassing going to the Olympics and fighting, trying to get a world title instead of trying to get a gold medal, because it's corrupt. You can't tell me that Mick Conlan was a silver gold medal type fighter, or Amir Khan was a silver gold medal type fighter, but hey, Errol Spence wasn't, or Terence Crawford wasn't. That just let you know the system broke. The amateur system, they don't really count body shots, and it's real subjective. I hear a lot of the brothers on social media about their sons and daughters complaining about the amateur system and how it's broken. It's corrupt, not just internationally, but we talking about nationally in the United States. So I don't blame no young brother that bypassed going to the Olympics until they fix that shit, man. And I know Russia got this 3-year or 5-year ban of what's going on, but they throw more money in there, and then they say they fighters gold medal winners, and then they go pro, and then they get exposed. That's why Lomachenko, Usyk waited so long to go pro, because they was gonna get exposed. But hey, it is what it is, man. But shout out to Mick Conlan. I do think some things to work with. He not utter trash, but he ain't that good though. He ain't Shakur, he ain't Lopez, he ain't good, but I mean, he got some things to work with, you know, you know, but I think working with somebody else will help him better. I never been a huge fan of Adam Booth, but oh boy, he was fighting. I just don't think he was healthy enough too, so I can't give an honest assessment about the Irishman Vladimir Nikitini Tina, whatever his name is. Saul Shine salute. But yeah, I can't really give an honest opinion on on him. But you know what? Mick Conlan, he gonna get a world championship belt. Watch. But you know what? I believe in that other kid before I believe in Mick Conlan, the one that lost his professional debut, uh Robizio Ramirez. I believe in him before I believe in Mick Conlan to be some shit. That kid hadn't boxed in years. So I still think that dude is the wave. He gonna be a wave of the future, man, coming from Cuba. I'm not writing that Robizio Ramirez kid off. He got Ishmael Salas. So Ishmael Salas got a nice little camp, Lara, uh Eudenis Ugis, and now he pick up Robizio Ramirez, I believe. So I think Ramirez more the wave for top rank than Mick Conlan, but Mick Conlan just got an ethnic background that's gonna bring a lot of money, man. So, well, got some Mikey Garcia news. Mikey Garcia reportedly set to earn $7 million for his February fight in his own, possibly versus Jesse Vargas, said to be a one-fight deal with the option for Eddie Hearn to promote Garcia's next fight, so long as he matches any competing offer, according to Athletics. So Mikey getting $7 million to fight, according to Michael Benson in the Athletics. He getting $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas, and basically what's about to happen is they gonna be bidding on the Pacquiao fight. Dream Chaser salute. But other than that, we could talk about Lopez and Richard Commey. That was a very, very telling fight. I'm gonna tell you when I knew Lopez had that fight won. It was a few sequences when Commey hit him with two double right hands, and Lopez ate him, and then it was a short, quick left hook in the second round. Not the one that set up the knockdown, but he hit him with a nice little short left hook, and he hurt Commey, and Commey got the grabbing and holding. I knew Commey was in trouble when he was holding and clinching, and that little short left hook landed. Then another little short left hook landed, and then he hit him with a big right hand, and then he was all she wrote. Teofimo Lopez, he looked better than he looked versus Masayoshi Tanaki. Must have really been having family problems, but he the best young fighter right now in boxing. Best fighter 25 and under. He got the best victory, better than Joet Gonzalez for Shakur Stevenson, better than Jose Pedraza for Javante Tank Davis, better than Devin Haney and whoever the fuck he done fought, better than what Jaron Ennis did, better than what Colbert did. Teofimo Lopez is the head of the pack. Now, he may not end up being the greatest fighter out of them or the best fighter out of them, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's kind of like that person, that kid you had in the fifth grade that was taller than everybody else. And motherfucker was like 5'10", 5'11", and you look up in the eighth or ninth grade, y'all the same height. So some people mature and faster than others. But right now he on a fast track. He wasn't a highly touted amateur coming out. Didn't get the big signing bonus from Top Rank, but last night his speed and his poise and really beat Commey. And during that knockdown, what he did was he punched with him, and that was one of the keys to victory. Whoever was willing to sit there and punch and time their opponent, which I thought it could have been Richard Commey. Deeper the fight going, it was Teofimo Lopez. He was able to sit there, time Richard Commey. He threw with him, and that's all she wrote. And Teofimo Lopez and his dad was right that Richard Commey didn't want the fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to fight, and he came out. He came out landing some good shots, and just Lopez is on another level. That's just all that matters. Lopez is at least a B plus. I'm gonna say at least a B plus lightweight right now. So we looking at a situation which is right now, people saying Commey can get back, but ain't nobody done that to Commey. People saying Flame on 24 salute in the super chat. People say oh shit, I ain't get that shit, bro. Kofi, appreciate the love, bro. Yeah, but I appreciate Flamme on 24. Don't forget, you always can donate Cash App, PayPal. My bad. Cash App, PayPal. If y'all didn't hear that, at the end of the day, if we got a bet, this shit tripping right now. But if we got a bet, man, you said my shit PayPal or Cash App, bro. Don't ever say my bet on a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but it don't really matter. If you make a mistake, Dream Chaser paid me back, so I always bet him. Saul, he showed up, paid back, always bet him. But I'm a very, very safety first. I'm a Floyd Mayweather safety first type of better. I'm a safety first, especially in boxing. I bet you on basketball, or football all day, but boxing is just too iffy. And Lopez proved that last night, man. He the best. He the best young dude right now, man. He the real deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? That speed, that power, that intellect, and Barashnik and Gamboa must have gave some good sparring because he blew Teofimo Lopez out the water. Easter struggled with him, and Shavakov struggled with him. But you can make a case, hey, maybe he was a little wore down. But people also was talking about that the fight could have been a setup, and hopefully the judge will did right. Lopez, he left no doubt. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him credit, man. Um, he's gotta give him credit, man. He just he the truth. You know what I'm saying? He was poised. You know what I'm saying? He sat there in the pocket and he delivered, man. And his last fight, and people say the guy was tall. It don't matter if he's tall or not. You got to be able to make those adjustments. He didn't have to make an adjustment really versus Richard Commey. What they prepared for is what they got. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't forced to make an adjustment versus Masayoshi Tanaki. He had to make. He needed to use that jab more and break that brother down from the body and then go upstairs. But this fight, he used the jab more. He set punches up more. And you know what? His daddy looking like he know what he talking about, man. And you got to give credit to that kid, man. That kid number one right now out of the dudes 25 and younger. He number one. That fight that he just beat Richard Commey, he won a real world title. People could say, well, Tank won a real world title versus Pedraza, but hey, Edna Cherry career had to end. If you didn't know, he had like a illness, a heart illness. But Edna Cherry, I thought, actually beat Jose Pedraza, and that's not Tank fault, but that's just what it was. Then he beat Jesus Clare coming off a loss and moving up in weight. That don't count. Devin Haney, I don't even know the guy name he beat. Colbert, he's still working his way up. Colbert probably got the best foundation of all of them because all Cobra doing is fighting tough guys and taking AO. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to rush to the top. He got the if he end up making it to the world championship level, which he fighting Jezreel Corrales for some WBA belt. If Colbert make it to if he make it to the championship level, he might be the most dangerous guy long term. Especially if he started to get stronger and get some little bit of punching power, because he got the best foundation. Because he fighting the toughest, contenders and journeymans, or prospects come. He fighting the toughest ones, and he ain't all on your TV screen. He not getting that push like everybody else getting, but he fighting tough guys, and he leaving no doubt. He surgically dispatching those guys. But Lopez right now, I got to put him number one. Now, does that mean he gonna go on and have a better career than Kelly, Ennis, Haney, Shakur? No, he might go in there and get emotionally and mentally wrecked by Lomachenko and not be the same. But he handled his business versus Richard Commey and confident. And he showed he could take a punch because he took two big right hands, bro. He took two legit big right hands, and he didn't waver. So you got to give him credit, man. Ain't Cobra fighting that? Yeah, no, he fighting like a man. I know he fighting Jezreel Corrales for a WBA belt. So yeah, so he got the best. Ernest, salute, Allen, salute. He got the best foundation. I'm just looking how he moving, dog. He looking to take the toughest, best fights. If he could be a little bit more active, then he'd be up there. But he I like the way he moving, man. Just a little bit more activity for him, and he could be a lot better, man. But give me 1 minute. But like I said before, man, a lot of these, Lopez moving up fast, but I give him a hell of a chance to beat Lomachenko. He rising, Lomachenko falling. His daddy be having some good ass. Game plans, man. So you gotta give him credit for that. They had a good game plan. They didn't have to make no adjustments because they got what they was looking for, man. But one thing I was heard that Will was on Twitter. He was saying that I don't know if I should talk about Lomachenko now and Teo Lopez now and then just close it out with Bud. That's what I do. But yeah, Boots is fighting the 12th. I know he was fighting the week before Julian Williams. Julian Williams fighting the 18th. Garcia fighting the 25th on Showtime. But yeah, let's talk about Lopez and Lomachenko. Will was saying on Twitter that they told he said that they told Lopez not to talk too reckless about Lomachenko. And in my opinion, that shit hella weak. That's just my humble opinion. How you gonna tell somebody that they gotta kill the trash talk or they go too far? But you know what? Lomachenko can't really keep up with Teofimo Lopez trash talk, man. And I just feel that I just feel like that's weak. They protected Lomachenko. So I'm all in with Teofimo Lopez knocking out Lomachenko. I hope he do, but it's gonna be a different fight, than he had before. He gotta be willing to he can't sit there and try to snipe Lomachenko. That's God honest truth. He can't sit there and try to snipe that dude. He got to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He might feel like he got the faster hands, he got the better punching power, but when you able to let Lomachenko, a Mayweather, a Crawford, as we seen yesterday, once he got his rhythm, you able to let those dudes get in rhythm. It's hard to break that rhythm. So you want to establish your rhythm and you want to break their rhythm, that not even let them start their rhythm. So Lopez can't sit there. Instantly, he got to go out there and he got to fight Lomachenko. Come behind the jab, pressure him, and systematically break him. Now, Could he sit back and try to, work off Lomachenko setting the table? He can, but I wouldn't prefer that. I wouldn't prefer him sitting there working off that jab. Working off Lomachenko. But he got to know, once you let Lomachenko get on the front foot and start using angles, you know what I'm saying? It's just hard to beat him that way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to you want to sit in the pocket and fight him. You don't want to sit on the outside and fight him. They need to be on the inside, cutting the ring off, pushing Lomachenko backwards, hitting him on the hip, elbowing him in the chest, jabbing him to the solar plex, hitting him on the arms, hitting him on the elbows, hitting him in the rib cage, getting on the inside, ripping the uppercut, trade Jeff salute. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, put pressure on him, beat him up. You will be the biggest puncher that he fought. And people say, well, Nicholas Walters came off a draw and he had moved up in weight. So I don't think he had knocked anybody out at 130 pounds. But I think Teofimo Lopez would probably be the biggest puncher he faced. And people say, well, Linares dropped him down. But what Linares did is what Lopez needed to do to beat Commey. He punched with him. Once Linares figured it out, he timed Lomachenko. That's how he dropped him. He didn't drop Lomachenko and pressure him. When Lomachenko threw a combination, Linares' hand speed was better. He finally figured out, my hand's gonna get there before Lomachenko's hands get there, and he timed him and he punched with him. Now Lopez yesterday, he timed Commey a ton of times. He timed him. He was successful, but Lomachenko a different type of animal, man. So I would like to see, and I know it's gonna. They said it's gonna be pay-per-view last night. If you look at the post conference interview where they was asking Teofimo Lopez about they were asking him about Devin Haney becoming a recess champion and all that. He laughed, and then Carl Moretti, I think he's a matchmaker over there, he said that Lopez and Chenko gonna be pay-per-view. So there's gonna be pay-per-view in April. I'm a believer in Lopez now, but I don't know if I'm a $70-$80 believer, and I'm not supporting no fucking Lomachenko on pay-per-view. I'm sorry, I ain't supporting that. I might think about going to that fight and just seeing it. I think it's gonna be a really good fight, but at the end of the day, pay-per-view, they jumping the gun a little bit. But if Lopez can score a big fight, then maybe he may just prematurely become a pay-per-view star. But you know what? He got to beat Lomachenko for the culture, dude. The culture of boxing. He got to sit there and knock this dude dick in the dirt. And I'm hoping he does it. He got the skills to do it. He got the corner to do it. He got the game plan to do it. And it seemed like he got the discipline to do it. It seemed like he don't be out here drinking, partying, popping Ace of Spade bottles, drinking yak and popping perks. All right. So hopefully this dude pressure this dude, man. If he sit back and try to counter Lomachenko, he got a small chance, but he difficult to deal with. But Lomachenko said it's hard for me to see what happened. It was only 2 rounds, and it was only 2 rounds, and I'm like, okay. At the end of the day, don't be surprised this dude faking injury or something, man. Lopez has been hunting this motherfucker. He got the right mindset. Him and his dad got a seek and destroy mindset. Now they got to put the right game plan together, man. They got to put the right game plan together, and they gotta drill this motherfucker to the body, to the head, hit him wherever you hit him at. If he knock out Lomachenko, he going into the Goodfellas Sports TV Hall of Fame that day. He gonna be inducted that day. Loma can't sell out his own backyard. Exactly. The real go salute. He beat him. He going to the Hall of Fame, the Goodfellas Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I don't dislike Loma. It's just, and people don't understand when motherfuckers in the media, certain fans, and you go to the comment section or you go to social media, some of these dudes make you not like somebody, bro. Real talk. Especially if you never met him. So you think Loma will crush T.O.? I don't know about crushing him, but I really don't have no thoughts on it. It's something I have to think about. I'm going to put 2,000 on T.O. He said, Lopez on his Debo, you want some old man? Loma going to say, no, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Loma don't take this fight or they push it back. But it's what he looking for. But Lopez got the right style. He definitely got a pro style, and I can see why he didn't succeed in the amateurs the way he did. But he need to be aggressive, and he need to be aggressive. That's it. You know, he don't need to take no steps back. The only way Lopez wins, he has to knock out Lomachenko. Yeah, that's the only way I see it, him winning. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he need to outbox him for 10. He need to sit here and systematically break him down. Commey let me down, man. Uncommon sense. I mean, shit, he got knocked out. Shit, that was some good shots. Are you going to Farmer and Diaz in Miami? I don't know. Somebody want me to go out to Atlantic City and cover the Jesse Hart fight. I know that shit was 11th. That hella early. Loma being on pay per view is the biggest joke in boxing. Shit, we need Commey to do it for the culture, man. I mean, Lopez do it for the culture, but they got to get the right game plan together, man. They got to work on cutting their ring off, and I'm pretty sure they can, and pushing Lomachenko back. You know, I will be putting on Salido shit all day. I'll be putting on Salido. I'll be seeing what Linares did to be successful. And the reason Linares lost to Lomachenko is because he didn't go back to that body. He said, "Don't pay for it." Then I ain't paying for it. I just said that shit. He must be talking right in the cat. He got to go to that body. You know what I'm saying? I'll be ripping Loma to the body, coming up. I mean, he got to stay on him. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good fight. But the way they protected Lomachenko, that's something I just can't like. Oh, don't talk too much trash to him, or they treated him like he baby Jesus or some shit. Like he the little Yoda from the Maladorian or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. It's funny in boxing where, you know, you garnish, you garnish by promoters and managers because of your color and what you could bring to the what ethnic people you could bring to the table. And this is why you get situations where Terence Crawford get overlooked. This is why you get situations where a lot of guys get overlooked and don't get picked up, and some guys get picked. Some guys get picked not off talent, but off their background. Loma Yoda. I swear to God, that's a myth. You know, and it's crazy, man. These dudes legitimately getting big contracts and big signing bonuses because they from Ireland or they got this many Instagram followers and shit like that, man. These dudes like Lomachenko and Ryan Garcia and Mick Conlan, Zeus Shimon, these motherfuckers is hype. You know, these motherfuckers is hype. You know what I'm saying? Shakur got it because he won a silver medal. You know what I'm saying? But he's a good fighter. He got a good following out of Jersey though. Jersey got some good dudes coming up. He said all the young guns I was watching sparring 3-4 years ago, Devin T.O. Tank, Shakur, all have belts. Now that's what's up. Tank a step ahead of them though. I wouldn't. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they all on the same level. I think Teofimo Lopez just a half step in front of everybody else. I think T.O. half step in front of everybody else. Neutral natural lathers. Oh, he said talking to the chat. Salute, Trey. All right. Yeah, he got Kevin Brooks. Yeah, he said I got this. He got questions his cardio. Yeah, he got to question his punch resistance too, man. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. We'll see. But like I said before, yeah, I got Lopez is far more developed than Tank. I don't care what y'all say. Tank fighting like fucking Tank ain't fighting nobody, bro. He fighting Gamboa. That nigga about 108 years old. McConnell, man, that guy do yeah, he ain't that good. He got something to work with though, but pretty sure everybody wanna know about the Bud and the Mean Machine fight. I had Bud winning the first round, and I had the Mean Machine running the second, third, fourth, or some shit like that. He put some rounds together where he was hurting Bud with some shots, but I was expecting Bud to come out there and box and then systematically break him down into like the seventh, eighth, ninth round. But he went out there and he got a press. And the reason, dude got a press he got a press is because hold on. Hold on for a minute. The reason dude got a press is because he got a press to impress. He don't know if he gonna be on the ESPN Plus app next or ESPN. He don't never know if he gonna get that platform again after the Heisman Trophy. You know what I'm saying? They usually want to reserve that for Lomachenko. You never know. Teofimo Lopez may be headlining that if he get past Lomachenko next April on pay per view. So when you can't go out there and you can't impress people by the quality of opposition you fighting or by fighting Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, and guys of that nature, what you got to do, you got to sit there and you got to make a statement. And what he did was he tried to put himself in the fight of the year type fight. Ingis Kavaliauskas, he was a tough fighter. I warned people, man. People kept saying that dude was a bum. He was a bum. He was a bum. I'm like, shit. To me, I seen some things that when he fought Ray Robinson, I'm like, man, this fight wasn't as disputable as everybody said it was. What it was, Ray Robinson was just he was fighting scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Kavaliauskas, he didn't go all the way past the fence. And had he went all the way past the fence, and had he been more active in his hands, he probably would have knocked out Ray Robinson. You know what I'm saying? But you know what Ray Robinson did was going to be different from what Crawford did. That's what people don't understand. Crawford took chances. You know what I'm saying? Crawford sat there and he wanted to exchange with that guy. And that guy, not only was he landing his right hand, he was landing his jab. He was landing the short left hook. He was saying landing the overhand right. And when I told people that dude for that, man. I got criticized for that, and I told y'all he landed that one shot, that one right hand, and I kept seeing him land on Robinson and Alvarez. I told y'all that was Crawford's Achilles heel. It didn't matter if he was in Southpaw or Orthodox. That was a shot that Diaz landed, Lundy landed, Derry John I think landed it, Delorme might have landed it. I mean, a lot of guys landed. Ray Beltran landed a shot like that on him. So it's his Achilles heel. You know, even when he being offensive or he not being offensive, and a lot of great defensive fighters have got hit with that shot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys. I mean, Mayweather got hit with that shot versus Shane Mosley. I think Chop Chop hit him with a shot like that over the top. I mean, Madonna hit him with a shot. Broner got hit with that shot. That's a tough shot to get away from. You know, Marciano made a living off that overhand right. That slumped a few dudes in his career. So, you know, that's a tough fight. That's a tough punch to get away from. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could bring it as far as back as Nebraska. And a lot of times, a lot of guys get stuck in sand and they going to get hit with that shot when people understand. That's a hard shot to see coming and trajectory to see coming. You know, you could put your hands up, but guess what? If a dude is versed well, if he knowledge well enough in throwing it, he know how to hook it around the guard. You know what I'm saying? AB got knocked through the fucking ropes with that punch. Angel Santos salute. You know about Madonna. I was just watching that fight the other day. He got knocked through the ropes with that very same punch. Shane Mosley hit Mayweather with that shot, and people say he got exposed because he got knocked down. To me, that was a knockdown. But people say he got exposed, but Trinidad was on the canvas a lot of times, and he got off the canvas in Trinidad to put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mayweather technically got knocked down by Zab Judah. You know, Ricky Hatton almost knocked him down. You know, a lot of guys that hit the canvas and got up and did some work. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev hit that canvas versus the guy he fought before he fought Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? He hit the canvas versus Darnell Boone a couple times. They didn't call it officially the last couple times, but he hit the canvas and shit, he's still fine. So, you know, Ali, I put a clip on Instagram and Twitter where that I think that United Kingdom fighter, wherever the fuck he was from, that white boy put Ali down with a right hand to the body. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Some people get dropped. Andre Ward, I think, got dropped by was it Edison Miranda that dropped him early in his career? People will say, oh, Edison Miranda was a bum. He got beat up by everybody. But like I said, man, it happens. Shit, nobody thought Ricardo Mayorga was gonna whoop on Vernon Forrest like he did. I think he beat him twice. Yeah, Mayweather hit the canvas versus motherfucking Zab Judah. Yes, he did hit the canvas. That was a knockdown. They just didn't fucking call it. You know what I'm saying? People be killing me with that shit. He hit the canvas, bro. His glove touched the fucking canvas. That's a motherfucking fact. That's a motherfucking Pernell used to get dropped. I mean, you can keep going on and on about fighters that hit that motherfucking canvas. You know what I'm saying? But the Mean Machine had a mean right. He had a mean game plan. You know, he had nothing to lose in there. Those the worst type of opponents to get ready for. A guy that ain't got nothing to lose that's gonna let his hands go. He had great timing. He got great poise and great patience. Dr. Blake salute. Greg salute. He had great patience, but a lot of people don't understand boxing. People say, well, if Ingus did that, then Earl don't have that skill, bro. I'm telling you that right now. For people that's telling you this, Earl don't have that skill to sit there and punch with you and counter punch. That ain't his game. He can do it every now and again, like when he knocked down Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He punched with Sean Porter. That's timing. If he had counter punching ability consistently, he can box. Sean Porter wouldn't have made it 12. Or with his physical size and power, He shouldn't have made it 12. But like I said, Otto Wallin do some things that Deontay Wilder don't do good well. But Crawford, one of his Achilles heel, and people act like they don't understand. Like I'm saying, he the perfect fighter. He not the perfect fighter. For years, I've been saying the same thing. One thing about Crawford, he go tit for tat too much. One thing about Crawford, he hard headed. You know what I'm saying? You going against a guy that got a good right hand. Who really turned right handed like that? Are you serious? You know what I'm saying? You turn orthodox, but at the end of the day, he want to call himself challenging himself. He want to take some punishment. That's on him. He opened up the eyes for Engus to beat him. That's what he done. But the Mean Machine do some things that some other fighters can't do. Errol Spence don't have that ability to sit there and time you and sit in the pocket, and do what Engus did. That's what Engus do well. Otto Wallin, he was able to pressure Tyson Fury. He was able to get his shots off cleaner than Deontay Wilder was. Wilder was swimming. Wilder was just swimming on the ropes, missing shots, willing. Otto Wallin took his time and landed shots, and he did some things that Deontay Wilder didn't do. Does that make Otto Wallin a better fighter? No. Sometimes style makes fights. That's why you can't use the triangle theory. If Terence Crawford went out there and smoked Sean Porter in 3 rounds, do that mean he gonna go out there and smoke? Errol Spence? No. And I'll give you a prime example about that. Lamont Peterson and Danny Garcia. Lamont and Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matisse, and Lamont Peterson versus Lucas Matisse. According to y'all, Lucas knocked out Lamont in what, 2 or 3 rounds, right? But way after Lucas and Danny fought, Danny arguably lost to Lamont Peterson, but Danny beat Lucas Matisse. You can't use the triangle theory all the time, and that's the God honest truth. So one thing I took from last night was that it just reaffirmed to me that Crawford is the best all around fighter in boxing. Everything they were selling Lomachenko out to be. Oh, he can fight in the pocket. He can fight inside. He can fight on the outside. Crawford can do it all. He can slug with you. He can bang it out on you on the inside. He can outbox you from the outside. See, at the end of the day, you got to understand your audience. You know what I'm saying? Or understand your competition. And one thing he understood when he fought Victor Postal is that he didn't want to sit there and bang with Victor Postal like that, because Victor Postal had a mean right hand. You know what I'm saying? And Postal landed that shot a little bit on him. So what he do when he got against the bigger Victor Postal, the bigger, longer Victor Postal? He sat there and he boxed for 12 rounds. He angled him, and then he sat down on shots and he changed his beat. When you look at Terence Crawford, man, Terence Crawford is one of the most complete fighters I've seen. You know what I'm saying? For one, he not gonna sit there and fight a safety first fight like Mayweather. Now, if he wanted to sit there and box Engus for 12 rounds and then knock him out like he did versus Jose Benavidez in a 12 for 11, or just go a decision, then look, Terence Crawford went, Lawrence Williams, salute. Y'all can subscribe to Lawrence Williams shit and coffee shit. Well, Terence Crawford went 12 with bum ass Mean Machine. So you ain't gonna be able to please nobody that don't like you. And I never really got, Bud dropped Postal 3 times. And if you heard what I just said, he chose when to sit down on his shots. I think it was 2 times, but he chose when to sit down on his shots. He didn't sit there and go blow for blow with Victor Postal. He boxed. He kept Victor Postal. Changing directions. He never let him sit to throw. And then when he did sit down on shots, Victor Postal, he took advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? You can show multiple Terence Crawford fights, and you're gonna see different styles. Felix Diaz, he banged him out on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Banged him out. Engus, he banged it out with him on the inside and in the pocket. Victor Postal, he beat him from the outside. But one thing I know for sure is he took more chances than Errol Spence took in his last 2 fights. That's what they won't tell you about. Errol Spence sit there and gave Mikey Garcia a middle of the mall chair massage. He gave him a Swedish massage. Why didn't Errol Spence, when y'all niggas paid $80 to see him fight, why didn't Errol Spence close the show like that? Huh? Why didn't Errol Spence close the show versus Mikey Garcia? And I'm for sure Angus Kavaliauskas punched harder than Mikey Garcia. Why didn't Errol Spence close the show? Why did Errol Spence go out there? I wanted to show my skills, and man, that nigga full of shit. Excuse my French. He full of crap. I wanted to show my skills when people pay $80 to watch him fight. I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, Thomas Delorme, but Thomas Delorme really wasn't making no boxing moves. He really wasn't like you could tell what he was doing wasn't going to sustain. Even Roy said that what he was doing wasn't going to sustain. He was getting knocked out regardless, and that's what happened. People said Mikey beat Crawford. Man, please, man. These dudes, this is what it boiled down to, right? Them dudes over there, I'm going to keep it real. They mad because the dude didn't get Tom Bennett to interview. Okay? I talked to the brother. And I talked to him about that. And we talked, this a while ago, we talked about that though. And he said I wasn't tripping about it. I'll say fair game. He was like, I'm not mad about it. He said, I moved on. I get it. I'm mad about it. I talked to the brother the other day. What was it? Friday. I talked to the brother Friday, and he was telling me some things like, I'm having a hard time getting an interview with him, but hey, it is. He wasn't tripping about it again. He not mad about it. If the dude that didn't get the interview ain't mad about it, so what? God honest truth, so what? He just told me yesterday that he tried to interview again with the brother and it didn't happen. So come on, move on from it. You move on from you gonna tell me that you're not gonna support the brother because he didn't want to give you an interview? I don't care. You know how many times I get interviews back in the day and people said, no, man, or gave you the runaround and they got you doing a running man and they say they're gonna be ready for the interview at 3 and they don't call you and don't give you an interview. I'm good, bro. I'm not pressed to talk to no dude. But you know what? When somebody don't get them an interview, they feel like it mess with their money. Because that's what it's about. They want to use Terence Crawford or they want to use Errol Spence to make a couple dollars on YouTube. To me, it ain't that deep. I'm not sitting here, United Soto Notion salute. I'm not sitting here. Yeah, that him. Lawrence. I'm not sitting here. I'm not, shout out to Big Fast, homie. He from Pittsburgh. I'm not sitting here. My channel is not predicated on if you give me an interview or not. I'm not sitting here trying to take from the sport of boxing and not replenish. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to replenish. I'm trying to replenish the sport. I don't need Regis to come on. I don't need Errol to come on and co-sign me, bro. Because when Errol long and gone and Crawford long and gone, you know what I'm saying? My channel's still gonna stand the test of time. Don't nobody say, hey man, that nigga that always interview Errol Spence. Or that nigga that always interview Deontay Wilder. They don't know they don't have to. That's why my 25,000 is solid. I can just be happy with that. My 25,000 subscribers is solid, bro. Then pay for one, then get one off the strength of the interview or nothing like that. I don't have to. I don't need. That's why I'm the most feared boxing channel out here. Not to other channels, but from people that listen that say they don't listen. I'll just keep it at that. That's why I'm the most feared boxing channel out here because they can't deny me credentials because I don't need them to get in. They can tell a boxer not to talk to me. I don't need them to get in. I don't need. I'm the plug, bro. I don't need them. That's the God honest truth. I don't need them, dog. Samuel, salute. He said, come on, you better. Bud is a dog. Earl is not a fucking dog, bro. Y'all keep saying he a dog. Show me where he a dog at, bro. Show me. He a dog versus Algieri. He a dog versus broke down Kell Brook. Show me what a nigga had a hard fight, man. He had to fight with Sean Porter. That was a good fight. Y'all niggas talking about, he beat Mike, he beat Sean, and he beat up Kell Brook and all that. Man, show me where he bought. Because when I seen versus Mikey Garcia, I seen a motherfucker that's scared to get hit. Bushido, salute. And I ain't glorifying getting hit in boxing, but if you scared of a lightweight hitting you, come on, man. Imagine if Crawford fought Mikey without. I'm just putting it in this situation. Imagine if Crawford fought Mikey, right? Imagine if Crawford fought Mikey, and he fought Mikey the same way Errol did, and he was the safety first guy, and he didn't close the show. Versus lightweight, what would they say about Terence Crawford? Oh, I told you his power overrated. Oh, he's safety first. You can't please people. You can't please them. When Earl Spence did it, he just wanted to show imagine. Last night, Crawford go out there and shut out the meme machine. Kavaliauskas. He go out there and shut him out. What they say? That shit was boring, bro. He couldn't get a tomato can out there. You know what people said? Crawford said, "Hey man, I just wanted to show my boxing skills and show people that I could box for 12 rounds." What would they say? What would they say? Oh hell no, he just didn't have enough power to knock him out. I'm telling you what they gonna say, bro. You know what I'm saying? He knocked him out around. Well, he was a garbage can. He was a tomato. It don't matter. You can't please nobody. Everybody want to use the triangle theory, bro. Everybody want to use the triangle theory. The triangle theory is this. Oh, he need to fight Sean Porter, then he can fight Errol Spence. Oh, he need to fight, then he fight Danny Garcia, then he can fight. At the end of the day, you can just plug me right to the source. Put them in the ring together. Put them in the ring together, and we'll see what happens. If Earl win, we ain't perpetrating, we ain't faking. We giving them credit. Hey man, Earl did a hell of a job. I ain't see that coming. Same thing with Teofimo Lopez. Ain't nobody wearing no skirts over this way. Ain't nobody wearing no skirts. Ticket TV probably be wearing his skirt. Negro Fight Fan TV probably wearing his skirts, getting emotional, yelling because niggas don't want to talk to them. Fanatic might be wearing a skirt. I ain't wearing no skirt. I ain't got a problem with giving that brother his credit. If he go out there and beat Crawford, I just want to see the fight. I come over here and say, hey man, whew, that nigga from Dallas the real deal, man. Unlike them Cowboys. I mean, Errol Spence, man, woo. I didn't think he was going to do that to Terence Crawford. I didn't know he can do that. Come on, what's the point of being you wrong? But no, motherfuckers want to create another narrative. They want to create another narrative, you know. Oh, you know what? Crawford, you know, he beat an accident Errol Spence, or before the accident, Errol Spence was weight drained. This fight should have happened at 154. Man, I'm not creating no narrative. I'm giving niggas credit. I can easily came out here and said what some of the brothers said on social media. Oh, yeah, Commey took a payoff. Commey took the bag. Commey took the bag like Joshua Cloudy. No, man, he lost. He lost. Now we moving on to him. You know what I'm saying? Now we moving on to Lomachenko. Credit where credit is due. But we gonna try to sit here and act like we don't know who holding up the fight. Come on, man. We act like we at the end of the day, man. You know, it wouldn't even be me picking Terence Crawford, man. If he would have fought him as soon as he beat Jeff Horn, I still would have been like, hey man, I think Errol might get him. But then you start seeing everything you hearing behind the scenes is true. The coach said he ain't ready. Al Heyman said they ain't doing the fight. You know what I'm saying? Floyd come out there and say he ain't doing the fight. He said he ain't doing the fight. So what am I supposed to believe? What am I supposed to believe? If everything is lining up, and it's a fact. It's a fact. Everybody knows it's a fact. Everybody knows it's a fact. It's nothing to lie about. They don't mention them when they show the WBO. They stop mentioning the WBO because of Terence Crawford. And the WBO sued them in 2015. And Peter Quillen was still fighting for the belt. They don't say his name. But all of a sudden, they identify Patrick Teixeira as a champion, and they petition for Brian Carlos Castanos to get the belt. We speaking facts here. So Brian Carlos Castanos, when he fight for the WBO belt versus Patrick Teixeira, whenever that happened, they're going to identify that. They didn't neglect the WBO belt when Andy Ruiz fought for it. So they stopped. For one, Floyd Mayweather came out and said they weren't doing a fight. That's a fact. He said, we're not doing that fight right now. Before they said Crawford was the best fighter in the world. Then he said, we're not doing the fight right now. Errol Spence come on the Trill Training Talk. He said, checkers not chess. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight right now. Right? So what are we talking about? All of a sudden, he don't sell enough tickets. All of a sudden, you see AB Boxing News interview with Keith Thurman building up for the press conference for Pacquiao and Thurman, the opening press conference. He come out there and say, he can't even say Bud name. See, I put that video up. It went over people's head. And he was like, you talking about Terence Crawford? He's like, He came and said his name. You got Julian J. Rock just did an interview, told the truth about it. So at the end of the day, like I'm saying before, what am I supposed to believe? What am I supposed to believe? When I got people from behind the scenes telling me that PBC told him, telling them they wait for him to slow down, or they get mad at Jamal Charlo because he mentioned Terence Crawford's name at his fight and said they in a similar situation. What am I supposed to believe? What am I supposed to believe? What am I supposed to believe when my man's talk to a sanctioned belt body, CWB, I mean CBW, I'm just gonna say it that way. When he talks to a sanctioned belt body and they tell you that Al Heyman and them holding the fight up and it ain't top rank. What I'm supposed to believe? What I'm supposed to believe when an LDBC member, not named Tom Business, tell me that Derrick James said they don't want the fight? What am I supposed to believe? I'm supposed to believe Negro Fight Fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to believe him because he said, "Oh, Terrence, Earl." Nah, he don't know shit. I'll do Q&A in a minute. He don't know nothing. So what am I supposed to believe? If several people telling me the same thing and they don't know each other, what am I supposed to believe? Earl don't want to fight. What am I supposed to believe? Seriously, what y'all want me to believe? Come on, man. They waiting on that nigga to get old. They waiting for him to get dropped a couple more times and grow wrinkles and bags under his eyes and get cut real bad. They waiting for opportunity. They waiting for opportunity, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Kavaliauskas is a tough fighter, man. Style make fights, and people say, "Oh, Earl to do." If Earl to do that, man, tell him to get out of his fucking walking bed and sign the fight. Sign the fight. If Earl Spence didn't hit no broken bones, jaw ain't broke, teeth ain't messed up, and he good as he say he is, well, tell him come on and fight. I might entertain him, man. That dude hanging his own self. I'm gonna make him a block word on him. He hanging his own self. He hanging his own self, man. It's no. He hanging his own self, man. PBC don't mess with that man no more. Bob Arum threw his number away. He hanging his own self. All he got is Eddie Hearn. He hanging his own self. So anybody that associate with that man, anybody that comment on his channel that you want to be able to get media access, or you don't want your channel to be a virus to boxing, you better stay away from that guy. You better stay away from him, man. If you want to have a career in boxing or you want to have a solid platform, get away from him. Get away from him, man. Get away from him. Don't even comment, man. Go over there and unsubscribe from that channel and get away from him. Get away from him. But hey, Kavaliauskas, tough guy, man. Crawford, he fought stupid last night a lot of times, but you know what? You get hit by a guy, you know what he got. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of guys don't usually get stronger as the fight go on, especially got only been 10 twice. So Kavaliauskas, don't forget he banged Iverazian out his frame when Lamont Peterson didn't. He went life and death with the motherfucker. So like I said before, strong guy, good counter puncher, good timing. That ain't attributes that everybody got. Everybody don't have no attributes. Everybody don't have those attributes. So you got to give a brother credit. He went out there. He put on a hell of a performance. He showed people that he mean. Will salute. He showed people that he mean. He showed people that he willing to close the show. Now, is Earl Spence doing the same thing? Absolutely not. Earl Spence ain't closing the show versus Mikey. He didn't close the show versus Sean Porter. This man 4-0 with 4 knockouts at welterweight. Got to give him credit. And people say, well, Earl Spence did it. Earl Spence is a 154 pounder masquerading at 47. He's masking at 47. So you telling me a 154 pounder can't knock out a lightweight? Come on. Let's keep it real. You tell me a 154 pounder can't knock out a lightweight. So why is it that? Why didn't he go out there and dispose of a lightweight? You gotta ask that. Crawford closing the show. Crawford willing to take something to get some. Now, at the end of the day, could that be his undoing? No. Will he fight Errol Spence like that? No. But we'll never find out though. But it is what it is. He got it. People want to sit here and they want to complain. He said a funny thing about boxing fans these days is lack of knowledge when has a former two-time Olympian is a nobody. Yeah, it's tough to make the Olympic team over there in Lithuania. Where you from? Lithuania? Russia? That's tough to make the Olympic team over there. I ain't gonna lie, I bet you Bud would have stopped Mikey. I mean, in that version of Mikey, now if we go down to 35 and 40, I mean, you got some debates. I think Bud and Adrian Broner would have been a good fight at 35 at the time. But if you remember, see these dudes don't know nothing about boxing. The only reason Bud Crawford got the WBO belt is because Adrian Broner refused to go over to Scotland to fight Ricky Burns. He said, we ain't going over there. So if Adrian Broner had went over to Scotland to fight Ricky Burns, Bud wouldn't even have got that WBO title at that point. He would have had to go another route. You know, and Figueroa was Adrian Broner's mandatory back then. So, like I said before, man, it been politics. But don't forget, PBC sent John Molina over there to fight him, and they sent Felix Diaz over there. Don't forget they sent Dominic Wade over there to fight Triple G. And the thing that kept coming out of Andre Ward's mouth was the same thing that came out of Andre Ward's mouth last night was like they did with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So if they politicked on that fight, they came together to make that fight. Why they can't make Earl and Terence, man? But they don't want to make that fight, man. They don't believe in Terence Crawford, bro. They don't believe in that man. They don't believe in that man. I'm just being real. I'm just putting everything I'm hearing together and everything I'm hearing from behind the scenes, and I'm hearing these fighters say is matching up with my brain say. Errol Spence not a man. I'm telling you that right now. Errol Spence not his own man. He not. Danny Garcia, he not his own man. See, this is when you know, and I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna close it out with questions. This is how you know somebody ain't their own man, right? Angel Garcia called Terence the N-word, right? He called him an N-word. He called him a nappy-headed N-word. He says that we'll knock him out. He ain't nothing. We beat him in the amateurs, and he beat us. It was called runner-up. We didn't lose. He talk his junk. Keith Thurman say, who he beat? Jeff Horn? Who Jeff Horn or nobody? Oh, Terence ain't that good. Terence, he too small. Oh, I whooped that boy. But they met at NBA All-Star Weekend a couple years ago. And what happened? Oh, yes, they offered me, talk to me about fighting Terence. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot of money to fight Terence Crawford. They got to pay me a lot of money to fight Terence Crawford. Okay, Errol Spence, he get on Instagram Live. Oh, I ain't losing nobody from Nebraska. Nebraska, he weak. I beat him and Canelo. Crawford weak. I'm paraphrasing. He weak. This and that. Whoop-de-whoop. Before that, Crawford say, hey, you go get it. You told me to get a belt. I get a belt. You go over here. Keith Thurman, go over here. I'm here now. I got a belt. Let's fight. Well, Sean Porter got a belt too. Why not go the easy road and get Sean Porter a belt? But, hey, a year some change later, you know what I'm saying? A year some change later, guess what? Sean Porter wasn't so easy. You and Sean Porter went to war so hard, you had to go relapse and get some alcohol after that fight. Sean Porter drove you to get drunk and crash the whip. So this is how you really know when dudes get to talking trash. It's like being on the schoolyard. They get to talking trash when the teacher around, but y'all in the bathroom, or y'all in the locker room, or y'all at the bus stop and there ain't no school authority. All they do is put their head down and walk away. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. That's exactly what you're getting. That's just what it is. They got all this shit to say, but don't nobody want to fight them. Danny Garcia, I knock him out on Gilly Kid podcast. Come on. Errol Spence, and this ain't me being Bud PR, dude. I want to see the best fights. I want to see the best fights. I don't give a hell who win at the end of the day. I want to see him. If Danny Garcia come out on top, hey man, you got to shake his hand, give him credit. If Earl come out on top, you got to shake his hand, give him credit. If Bud come out on top, hey man, you got to shake his hand, you got to give him credit. That's it. He said Ndongo went on a nice run getting those belts. If that doesn't happen, they was going to wait Crawford out at 40. True. He said Mean Machine is a C-level fighter at best. How do you know he's a C-level fighter? How? What is a C-level fighter? Because to me, Mick Conlan is a C-level fighter. And the Mean Egidijus Kavaliauskas, the Mean Machine look better than Mick Conlan. Shit, Sean Porter, a C-level fighter. If you want to be real, he lost to everybody under the sun besides Danny Garcia. He arguably lost to Ray. Ray Robinson is solid, but hey, I thought he beat Ray Robinson. That's subjective. I thought he beat Ray Robinson. I just watched that fight. I don't see what people was seeing. Ray Robinson was just moving the whole fight. He landed a good shot here and there and there and there. So what was Lamont Peterson when he beat Errol Spence? What would you rate Lamont Peterson when he beat Errol Spence for Fortnite World? What would you rate him? What would you rate him? No, what would you rate him? Fortnite. No, what would you rate Lamont Peterson when he beat David Alvarez? When he fought Lamont fought Errol? Is he gonna answer? Lamont was come get out of here, man. Get out of here. He out of here. I ain't about to tell him that he was a D-level fighter. Fuck up out of here. Get up out of here. Please. Come on. I don't want to hear that old shit. Then don't use him on Lamont Peterson. Don't use Lamont Peterson on Errol Spence resume then. Don't use him on Lamont Peterson resume. Because that very same Lamont Peterson went life and death with David Alvarez. Egidijus Kavaliauskas stopped him. Egidijus Kavaliauskas stopped him. Danny ended Peterson. Nigga, Peterson beat Danny Garcia. What are you talking about? Man, you can get out of here too. I ain't got time for it, dude. Like I said before, man. So at the end of the day, Egidijus did something that Lamont Peterson couldn't do. People be killing me like that. So, like I said, C is average. So, Sean Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz where a lot of people thought he lost. Let's keep it real. A lot of people thought he lost. He came back. He beat Julio Diaz. He lost to Kell Brook, who a lot of people thought was average. He was ducking and running around Devin Alexander. He was ducking and running around Sean Porter. He got beat by Kell Brook pretty solid. Right? That's what happened. He fought Keith Thurman. Still came up short. He lost. He finally beat Danny Garcia. Okay. That's cool. Danny almost lost to Robert Guerrero, but it's cool. Older Robert Guerrero at that. Then he just lost to Errol Spence. So to me, he ain't elite. Nigga's average. If you want to be real, he average. He lost to everybody under the sun. Only person he didn't lose to was Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia ain't shit as a welterweight. What was his best welterweight win? Robert Guerrero, Paulo Malignaggi? A robbery over Lamont Peterson? Come on, man. Sean Porter average. If you want to be real, he been through this. He came down in weight from super middleweight, junior middleweight, and you still can't knock guys out. You still can't knock guys out. He went life and death with Adrian Granados. He went life. I guarantee you the Mean Machine will stop Adrian Granados, bro. I ain't bigging the Mean Machine up. I'm just showing the inconsistency of what they saying. This nigga that went life and death with Egidijus. You can make a case this dude lost to Julio Diaz, Egidijus, and he lost to Granados. You can make a case. Am I lying? Come on, man. So I think y'all probably trying to say Kavaliauskas is like a D-level fighter. may very well be. He might have had his Rocky Balboa moment. But let's just look at the situation. Sean Porter is the epitome of average at welterweight. He C plus. The reason he get the plus because he beat Danny Garcia. He C plus. Now he beat Errol Spence, and y'all can say, well, he could be a B minus because he almost beat Errol Spence, or he almost beat Keith Thurman. Hey, he could be a B minus. But come on, man, just keeping it real. And that guy, you think Ward is better than Crawford? I can't tell you yet. Ward had a complete career, man. Ward complete. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I'm just showing y'all what y'all sound like. This dude, he was solid, and we'll see what type of career he going to have. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen a lot of the Alexander Boots Putin guy, but we'll see, man. But that was a tough fight for Bud. He made it tougher than it had to be. But like I said before, man, y'all niggas gotta open your eyes, man. Y'all open your eyes, man. These dudes is Olympians. These dudes became mandatories. A lot of these dudes tough, man. And Bud could have sit out there and picked them off for 12 rounds and then knocked them out like he did Benavidez. But hey, he gave us a treat. But for people that said they didn't care about the fight, I just see everybody that refused to put the fight up, that refused to promote the fight, that refused to get a fight, a promotion leading up to the fight. They had dudes out here saying, oh, they don't care about the fight. But then at fight night, everybody going live. Everybody got commentary. Everybody, but Top Rank the bad people though, right? You only ride for PBC. You know what I'm saying? This is what confuses me. This is what confuses me about these dudes on the internet. See, I never claimed to be pro Top Rank, pro DAZN, pro PBC. I'm just pro boxing. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But y'all talking about, you got a Negro fight fan. He promoting the Vigil Ortiz fight. I seen it on Wood Channel. He ignoring the Bud fight. But his homeboy, Pimp Daddy 78 Russian Bot TV, he going live about the Crawford fight after the fight. But y'all refuse to promote the fight. Y'all refuse to talk about the fight. So why you even talk about the fight? You got guys out here saying, oh, nobody cares about it. Then after the fight, I just see people going live and making videos. If you don't care about it, don't talk about it. Is your life so pathetic and boring? You tear down, that's it. That you say his fight wasn't nothing. You can't get your woman over. Y'all can't go to a date, get you a steak, get you some chicken, go to the titty bar, pop some bottles, and say, I don't care about the fight. We just moving on from Harrison to Charlo. You know what I'm saying? But when you tune in to see somebody lose, you a hater. And you don't even know why you hate this man. As a matter of fact, you do. You hate him because he don't give you an interview. You hate him because he don't let you profit off his name. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You hate him because he don't let you profit off his name. He don't let you use and abuse them. But yet again, Anthony Joshua is getting tore down for the same thing that Errol Spence is doing. Come on, Errol Spence holding up undisputed. He is. He made a bad decision. Crashed his car. Before that, he jumped into a non-title fight with Danny Garcia when he could have fought Bud and got the belt. He could have got 3 belts, only needed to get Pacquiao belt. So why nobody hold him accountable like they hold Anthony Joshua accountable? Seriously. They disowned Jared Hurd, right? They disowned Anthony Joshua. They disowned Keith Thurman for holding it up, or injuries and stuff. Keith Thurman injury was due to wear and tear. Keith Thurman injury was due to taking unnecessary fights because, Mayweather and Pacquiao didn't. And his injuries came from fighting. Errol Spence go out there and beat Billy Madison, mixing that 4 in that cup, and what Lord knows what else doing. He stopped the division from a disease. from alcoholism. And even before the disease, you know what I'm saying? He gets credit for fighting Danny Garcia in a non-title fight. In a non-title fight, not Manny Pacquiao, not Manny Pacquiao, not moving up to fight a guy for a title. This dude's gonna fight Danny Garcia. So if AJ fight is mandatory next, come on, if I'm AJ, man, I tell them niggas, I'm like, man, I ain't fighting no undisputed till Errol Spence do so. Fight Bud. Come on. How many people you see coming from the zone going over to PBC or from PBC going to the zone to make a fight? None of them. None of them. Eddie Hearn ain't making deals to put Andrade in the ring with Charlo right now. He ain't. But we see PBC, making deals around here with the WBO with Castanos and Cesaro. We see them. Well, they sent Andy Ruiz over there. That is true. But AJ getting tore down for not giving them. I'm AJ. I'm paying them dudes no attention. But AJ is ducking and not making undisputed. But Errol Spence, when he was healthy, he was about to fight a non-title fight. It make y'all pay $80 to see Danny Garcia. The same Danny Garcia that had been ducking and retired for like a year, ducking Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Same guy, Errol Spence, calling him out. Him and Errol Spence in a hotel room playing dominoes, eating Domino's pizza, whatever they was doing. Sean Porter said, "Come on, man, it's a joke." No, I didn't check it out. I seen that Make America Great hack dude got beat. So, just like Errol Spence don't need Crawford, AJ don't need Wilder. And I got mad love for Wilder, but that's the fact. That's a fact. So they need to stop that. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about the rant I did, and then I'll open up Q&A. Basically Timothy Bradley, he called for the PBC people to stop ducking Errol Spence and said he begging to fight y'all. And Errol Spence, I think, took to Snapchat and said, Timothy Bradley, raccoon self and all this and that. So at the end of the day, you a raccoon in boxing if you want to see the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he the best commentator, but every commentator terrible on TV. Paulie sucked. I can't listen to Al Bernstein, Lennox, Goosen, Brian Kenny. Sergio Moore solid. But the only guys I really like listening to around this time is Antonio Tarver, Roy Jones, Emmanuel Stewart. Those are really the only ones I like listening to. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before. So now you got to be a raccoon to want the best to fight the best. Tell me he don't sound like Negro Fight Fan TV. Tell me he don't sound like Negro Fight Fan TV. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't got a black wife. Okay, and Errol Spence got 2 like Mexican babies. You know what I'm saying? Timothy Bradley is he this and he that. And I'll tell you this about Timothy Bradley. He fought a lot more tougher opposition than Errol Spence doing. Only guy Timothy Bradley ever dug was Amir Khan. He was like, he dug up Errol Spence. Let me know when PBC made an offer. The WBO or WBC ordered a non-title fight. It was a title eliminator. He had just came off of fighting Manny Pacquiao. So you let me know the last time you seen a Mayweather, a Pacquiao, or somebody like that come out of a Pacquiao fight and look to fight a title eliminator for the WBC. Matter of fact, did Errol Spence even get in the clean bottle drug testing program? Didn't he get dropped? From the clean VADA testing program from WBC for not enrolling in VADA? Come on, man. This is the same dude that wasn't taking them drug tests. I ain't heard a PBC fighter enrolled in VADA in so long. I ain't heard it in so long. So anybody trying to hear that talking about he didn't want to fight Errol Spence? Neither did Keith Thurman. And they on the same side of the street. Neither did Floyd Mayweather. They on the same side street. Neither did Sean Porter. Neither did Danny Garcia. All of them didn't want to fight him. For what? What did he bring to the table? And if he was so hell bent on fighting Timothy Bradley and going the WBC route, why didn't he take the drug test? Huh? Why didn't he take body test? See, I know my stuff. Nobody gonna hit y'all with that angle. That's why he went the IBF route and fought Kell Brook. You act like Errol Spence, he ducked, Timothy Bradley ducked him. You act like he went the WBC route, he went the IBF route. Nobody trying to hear all this raccoonery they saying, bro. Timothy Bradley was a throwback fighter, bro. I watched his career. He was the best 140 pounder. That was a deepest division I've ever seen in boxing. In the modern era, since TV had color. There's no division I know is deeper than that 140 pound division. You got so many former world champions in that division and that were champions. Alexander and Khan and Zab and Ortiz and Madonna and Danny Garcia and Kendall Holt. I mean, you can keep going. Marcos Madonna, Eric Morales. I mean, I said Zab. You have so many dudes in that division from 1 to 15. Lamont Peterson, Nate Campbell. Even good tough contenders, Matisse and Kotelnik and there was another guy there too, Kotelnik, Matisse. There's another kid there too, but I can't remember his name. But Danny Garcia was in that division, man, and it was a tough division. He was the king of the division. Will Errol Spence ever be a king of a division? We don't know. You don't know. Samo, did you see the UFC use my beat, man? Yeah, I seen the little pictures, man. I didn't see the fight. I have to go back and check it out. But salute to Samo. Shout out to Jeffrey, man. Appreciate it. I'm gonna do an end of the year closeout show, do a award show. I already know who my fighter of the year gonna be, so I do a award show. I'll put votes up, and I'll have the fans fighter of the year, and I'll do one. But people be killing me, man. Timothy Bradley, one of my favorite fighters, man, because he got it the hard way, bro. He started off with Gary Shaw, man. He had to fight his way. I always fuck with Timothy Bradley, man, for real, dude. I don't care what none of these dudes say, man, because I watched his career. I followed his career. I remember he went over to the UK and fought Junior Witter when he was an underdog. I remember when Kendall Hart put him on the canvas twitching. He all heart, bro. All heart. Minnie Holyfield, man. I'll never forget. People say, why you defend Timothy Bradley, man? Because I seen his career. One shit paved out for Timothy Bradley, bro. Timothy Bradley, if you like throwback fighters, man, Timothy Bradley, your guy. He said, don't drive in Texas after Earl Spence fight. Best undercard fight of the year. I don't know. To be honest. I really can't. I have to look at it. That's a tough one. Somebody said Bradley retired so quick when Earl came into the picture. Y'all have to keep up. He retired so quick for what? Like, he just fought Pacquiao, right? Wasn't that his last fight? So what? I mean, we was gonna fight Errol Spence coming off a Pacquiao fight, right? You gonna fight Errol Spence, a guy who don't even bring $2 to the table. But peep game. I'm dropping it in the morning. Peep game. They say, oh, Timothy Bradley retired so quick when Errol Spence came into the picture, right? But I thought PBC and Top Rank don't work together. Huh? I thought PBC and Top Rank don't work together. Huh? I thought they don't make fights together. I thought they don't feng shui together. I thought they don't eat dinner together. I thought they don't eat brunch together. I thought they don't eat lunch together. Huh? I thought they didn't work together then. So now all of a sudden you want Bob Arum to turn the cheek and do what Al Heyman refused to do. Ali salute. That's all I'm saying. Just look at you how you got caught in your own lies, C-Dub. So you want Bob Arum to send Bradley over there or have Errol Spence come over there, but they don't want to send Crawford. They don't want to send nobody to Crawford or send Crawford a deal. Only guy he didn't fight was Amir Khan. I never understood that. That's the only guy he didn't fight. But people say, oh, Marvin Hagler didn't want to fight Mike McCullum. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't want to fight Aaron Park. Nobody perfect. So you can't have it both ways, bro. Like, dude, y'all be trying to treat me like I'm one of them Black Panther Party crew that don't know nothing, bro. Like from 2000 on now, I know that. I know that I was an avid hardcore boxing fan before even the YouTube thing popped up. I'm not sitting here just talking like, dude, I watched the sport. I could tell you about the fights and what HBO was like, man. Like I said before, these dudes is clowns, man. Dudes, we gonna talk about a top rank guy, Doug Errol Spence, but Keith Thurman didn't want to fight him. Mayweather didn't want to fight him. Sean didn't want to fight him. Danny didn't move up yet. A lot of them dudes didn't want to fight Errol Spence, bro. So you want Tim Bradley to do something that Keith Thurman never did, and they was on the same side of the street. Come on. He fought on at the time. Showtime, Al Heyman at the time. Timothy Bradley was on top ranked HBO at the time. Come on, man. Tim Bradley fought Pacquiao 3 times. How many times Errol Spence gonna fight him? Probably none. James Toney, the only guy I could think of that didn't duck nobody. So I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that about, oh, Tim Bradley didn't do this and Tim Bradley didn't do that. Man, Mayweather didn't want to fight Antonio Margarito. There was a whole video out here of him spooked to Antonio Margarito and Margarito walking up on him. There's a whole video of him ducking Margarito at some type of convention or something. Stop playing with me, dog. Be killing me with that, bro. Errol Spence is just a hoe. And my Tony Harrison voice, he just a hoe. Y'all gonna see them Texas niggas get exposed fight by fight. They can't handle no boxers, bro. All them dudes is some hard-headed, bull-headed, bull in the matador straight down the line fight. When they get somebody in front of them that can show them some angles, show them the closed shoulders, that can hit, not get hit, all of them gonna lose. From Jamal to Jamil to Errol Spence, they can't box. All them gonna lose. They can't box. Especially when them dudes get to moving up in weight too, man. A lot of them dudes, all of them gonna get exposed, bro. Picked apart. They not nothing special, bro. Holyfield too. Him and Pacquiao didn't want to fight Paul Williams, man. All of them gonna get exposed. All them Texas dudes know how to box. But even when he was boxing, he got traumatized because Vasyl Majarosian spanked him on the butt. He said Pacquiao was on the same side of the street, but why Crawford couldn't get them? Because Pacquiao didn't want it. Same reason Errol Spence ain't getting it. Or didn't get it while he was healthy. Nah, B-Hop, he wants to smoke with a few niggas, but hey. Well, I can't really think of nobody B-Hop, though, because he did end up fighting Chad Dawson. So, yeah, B-Hop, you can throw him in there. Come on, Pacquiao and Errol Spence on the same side of the street. But why Al Heyman and Sam Watson pulling for Floyd Mayweather to get the fight in? You know? Tell me that. Why did Adrian Broner get it, bro? Why did Adrian Broner get the fight over Errol Spence? Why did Keith Thurman get the fight over Errol Spence? Somebody that sat on the pine for 18 months, came back versus Lopez and got the fight before Errol Spence. Come on, man. So Bob treat Crawford how you say Al treat Crawford. You mean Bud? You mean Earl Crawford couldn't get the Pac fight because Pacquiao didn't want the fight. Can't put a pistol to somebody here who don't want the fight. You tell me if Errol Spence getting a fight. You tell me Errol Spence getting a fight. Is he? Is Errol Spence getting a fight? He might get it now that he got on the accident. But I doubt it. It's a rumor that Eddie Hearn might bid on the Pacquiao and Spence fight. Sean Porter might get the fight. Danny Garcia might get the fight before him. Anybody trying to hear all that, dude? Y'all trying to put up every defense mechanism. At the end of the day, man, square up. Errol Spence ain't showing his face. We don't even know if he alive. Square up. More money. Ain't no more money, bro. Ain't no more money in fighting Pacquiao, dog, for real. Pacquiao ain't even moving no units. If they say him and Keith did 500,000, them niggas really did like 400,000. They really did like 400,000. Them motherfuckers ain't really getting no. It ain't no different. If Crawford and Bud promoted the right way, they can do 500. Earl and Pacquiao not about to do no $1 million. And what do you get for beating Pacquiao? This is I can see if it was Floyd. Because Floyd, if you beat Floyd, you're gonna be able to eat anywhere in the United States for free. You know what I'm saying? You get out of jail, free cars, all that. You beat Pacquiao, what do you get? Pacquiao been stopped to the body multiple times. He been stopped to the head. He been outboxed. You know what I'm saying? He be by Morales. He done been robbed by Bradley. So how can you beat him? How can you what can you do? What can you do that haven't been done? What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? What can you do to Manny Pacquiao? Can't do shit to him. Niggas an excuse. Man, they making Floyd and Pacquiao too. I already told y'all that, man. And Al Heyman pushing for it, bro. But then these dudes get around Sam, and Sam act like, oh, I can't stand this nigga Floyd and all this and all that. Man, I already know the script, dog. They've been begging Floyd to come back for over a year now, I believe. I know what's going on, bro. I know what they don't. Errol Spence ain't never getting that fight, bro. This Pacquiao last year fighting unless Floyd called him out in 2021. He ain't getting that fight. That nigga scared of Bud. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. We know what's going to happen. They waiting for Bud to get 35, 36. He going to sleep. I ain't changing my stance on it either. Y'all got some questions I'll answer before I log off. You can get Pacquiao a rocking chair. He old. Come on, man. He old. If Pacquiao was still doing 1 million pay-per-views, bro, I get it. That bag hit different. But you fight Floyd, that's $1 million, $1.5 million. You gonna get bag. But come on, with Pacquiao, you ain't getting shit fighting him. I hope Pacquiao break Earl. Man, nigga, they talking about that nigga might go to the zone. But before he go to the zone, they gonna rob him and take that belt. Graylin Vasyl, he said, Bud too mean, too skilled. See, I have a video. I'll send you a video. Earl saying Pacquiao was on the other side of the street a couple years ago. Y'all seen it. Spence outboxed Garcia. Man, that nigga fought scared. Okay, before y'all keep going, heard Mikey Vargas next. Pacquiao has to fight by. Pacquiao has a fight-by-fight deal with PBC though, and would be fighting 2 times this year. So it's not like only has one fight left with PBC. Pacquiao will only fight Mikey if it's at PBC, unless a zone offers both to both though more money, whatever you're saying. Heard Pacquiao could be fighting Danny Garcia next. If he doesn't get Floyd next, that's why Danny is just having a tune-up. But if Mikey comes back to PBC, he can also get it. So still up to Floyd. So that was into prediction. What do you think about Regis moving up forward after the loss? I heard they might be giving him the Crawford fights sometime soon. I heard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I heard Tony Harrison had. Because then people gonna say why Crawford ain't, why they ain't doing Crawford and other guys. Good for how long Keith Thurman was making PBC bread before Spence fought Phil LaGreco. Uh, That's a good question. My bad. He had 8 fights before he got Earl Spence. Excuse me. When Earl Spence fought Philip Greco in 15. Keith Thurman signed with I don't know how long my mic went out, but Keith Thurman signed with PBC. I mean, he signed with Al Heyman and De La Hoya in them in 2012. So he had 8 fights before Earl Spence with Al Heyman before he fought Philo Greco, and he went over to he got with Al Heyman in 2012. So yeah, my bad. He said I'm confused. I feel like Vargas can beat Mikey. Yeah, Vargas will be coming down in weight though. Mikey Garcia is cancerous. He's worse for boxing than Leo Santa Cruz. All he ducking and negotiating agreed. That was Great Wills. SWAS, excuse me. Mark Spence outboxed him because everyone says he was. Man, I ain't like trying to hear that bullshit, bro. You say that again, you getting blocked. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Fuck about it. You wait till people pay $80 to outbox a lightweight. Nobody trying to hear that, bro. Keith was PBC top dog at welterweight before Spence came into the picture. That's why he got the Crawford fight. You mean the Pacquiao fight before Spence, in my opinion? No, he got the Pacquiao fight before Spence because he looked vulnerable versus Zito Lopez, bro. That's what it was. Spence heard everyone saying Mikey was. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. You about to be right out of here. He did try to stop him later, although that is the fact he came into our box. Man, anybody trying to hear that, bro. I'm gonna let you stay. Why wouldn't PBC allow their non-top champions to fight a champion from top rank? Because they don't acknowledge the WBO. Because they know what's gonna happen. They let Felix Diaz and John Molina go over there, and they got sparked, nigga. Especially motherfucker. I didn't see the John Molina fight live. I was working, but the guy at the plant, he was watching on his phone. And I didn't even know the dude talk about. He said, "Man, this Terence Crawford, bad. He just beat the hell out this boy." I was like, "Well, he beat." I figured he was gonna beat John Molina, and I believe Adrian Broner went like 12 with John Molina. That was when PBC first started. Charlo might spark Harrison like Lopez did Commey. Well, the difference is that he had the whole first opportunity to do so. He had a whole first fight. That's the difference. He had a whole first fight to spark Harrison out, and he didn't do it. Why? Why? If he open up early, he getting slept. I'm telling you, if he don't clip Tony Harrison open up, Tony Harrison better be working on sitting in that pocket and delivering. Charlo ain't shit. I'll tell you that right now. This Charlo, that's with Derek James, he garbage. Too stiff, no movement, no slickness no more. He garbage. You know what I'm saying? He can knock out a Hadley. He can knock out a Baby Lubin. Who else he done fought? I keep the questions coming. Whoever he on this knockout streak. Because when he first got with Derek James, no, the second fight he was with Derek James, he almost lost to John Jackson, bro. John Jackson was putting him in a fucking pine box. Watch that fight, John Jackson versus Jamel Charlo. And whatever reason, John Jackson stopped fucking punching. He stopped freaking punching, dude. and Charlo caught him. If it wasn't for John Jackson not stopping, he would have ended up beating Jermell Charlo, bro. Dog walking him. I don't know why John Jackson stopped punching. He would have dog walked Jermell. Jermell Charlo wouldn't even be champion right now. Matter of fact, if Demetrius Andrade didn't drop out of here, man, Charlo should have like 3 losses on his resume, bro. He would have lost to Andrade, he would have lost to John Jackson, and then he would have lost to motherfucking he lost to Vanes Monterrosi in a lot of people's opinion. Let's bet on Charlo Harris. I ain't betting on boxing, bro. Unless I'll bet you on Bud and Spence. He didn't even drop my nigga Tony in the first fight. Y'all talk about knockout. That belt coming back to the D. Factual. Well, SWAS want to bet you. You said what you want to bet, Sean. But yeah, man, I don't even know who I'm picking to win, to be honest, dog. My fandom with Tony, but Charlo ain't that good, bro. Not with Derrick James. I missed the one when I was with Ronnie. But we'll see. He emotional. And Charlo Tony got to come out ready for a hot Charlo. But the difference is Teofimo Lopez didn't come out angry. Teofimo Lopez let the knockout come. He was patient. He took his time, bro. Charlo want to come out there and run some shit. And Charlo got hurt a couple times. People talk about Tony getting hurt. Charlo got hurt a couple times versus Tony Harris. So it'll be a good fight. What is with Jermell's sneaky attitude? Nobody know what's wrong with him, man. I hope he gets stopped, bro. I can deal with Jamal cool. I can't. Jamal ain't got more skills than Jermell. Jermell just fights stupid with Derrick, bro. He just fights stupid, man. But yeah, got any other questions, man? Before I log off, the Cowboys won. They was running through the Rams. The Rams so damn, man. Jared Goff is sorry as hell, bro. Yeah, they blew them dudes out. And the Falcons beat the 49ers. Damn. Julio went ham. Julio ain't caught a touchdown since week 3. He caught 2 today. Shit, George Kittle's went ham too. He said, "Who you got?" I got the Bills. Where they at? I don't matter where they at. You gonna lie for? No, I ain't gonna lie for that fight, bro. What's that? This Saturday? Probably not. Maybe. All right, Falcons doing all this shit at the end of the season. Sound like the new Chargers. Best receiver in the league. He probably is. He got a sorry ass quarterback. AB Boxing on YouTube announced Mikey signed his own. Who in the hell will Mikey fight? He fight Jesse Vargas, bro. Fighting Jesse Vargas. And I also heard he may end up fighting Devin Haney. I heard that's something they talk about. I heard that like way before this got announced, but I knew this was coming. Do you know why they bought those sorry ass Rams and Chargers out here to LA? Because y'all need a football team. Shit. The fuck you talking about? I ain't got one. Ain't that where the fucking Rams came from? I hope Porter versus Crawford happens, man. I heard that's the fight they trying to do, but Porter talking about Pacquiao. It sounds like Porter might get the Pacquiao fight. If Fortuna beat Campbell, do you think they gonna make the Tank fight? Yeah, maybe. Tank should be able to beat Fortuna, but it's a tough fight. Fortuna tough for anybody, bro. Fortuna tough cracker, man. Tough cookie. That goes to show PBC not all that. Haney ain't ready for Mikey yet, in my opinion. Mikey be coming down. I don't know. But that's something they talking about to keep Mikey happy. But Mikey getting $7 million. Yep, Mikey getting $7 million, man. But I'll talk more about it tomorrow. But, that's something they talking about. Also Pacquiao. But like I just read, Pacquiao ain't leaving, though. Because of Floyd. I'm telling you, he getting that Floyd fight. Unless Floyd, something changed. Eubanks versus Charlo. They need to be worried about Demetrius Andrade and Charlo. But I heard Charlo might be a main event versus this Keeler guy out there in Miami. And they only fight in a 3,000 seat arena. the little arena they fighting at, Demetrius Andrade, Keeler, and Farmer and JoJo Diaz. I heard that stadium only hold 3,000 seats. It might have been a typo. PBC pushing for Charlo and J Rock, so they might rob Harrison. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna keep it real. Charlo and J Rock is a more appealing fight than Charlo and J Rock is a more appealing fight than Harrison and J Rock. But the thing about Harrison and J Rock, you got Detroit and Philly. You got two historic hardcore boxing towns, man. Between Philly and J Rock. I mean Philly with J Rock and Tony with Detroit. That'd be a hell of a fight to do a home and home. You know, shit, there's gonna be a ton of the Philly niggas in Detroit and a ton of Detroit niggas in Philly. To be honest, that's a marketable fight. Tony and J Rock. You know, you talking about, Joe Lewis and you talking about Tommy Hearns and all the fighters that come out of here. And you talking about Philly, Joe Frazier. You talk about just they lineage, man. That shit dope. That's a hell of a dope fight, man. That's a great home and home, man. Do one fight in Detroit and do one fight in Philly. Sign a 1-1. That shit, that'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody like them fucking Charlo twins. Well, don't nobody like Jamel. He a little bit loopy. Jamal pretty good. Tony versus J Rock would be crazy. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Philly Detroit close, but they probably is gonna try to rock. Tony need to work for he need to be working for the knockout. He let that left hook go a lot more in that right hand. You know what I'm saying? But if he pay attention, dude, uppercut might be there too. Khan's chin pound worse than boxing. Khan he went to distance with Madonna ass though. I figured Mikey was signed with his own fights. He can win over there. Jesse Vargas, I thought, was bud food. No, that nigga on the zone. He was trying to get Jaime Munguia, but that is what it is, man. So I think it's a chance that he might come back over to PBC and fight Pacquiao. So that ain't dead. It's just a one fight deal, and Eddie Hearn can match whatever offer he want to. So if Eddie Hearn can match his next fight offer, then Mikey got to stay. But I wouldn't even would have signed a one fight deal. But it is what it is. He getting $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. The zone just be printing money. But hey, let me. I don't know what's going on. But the zone just be out there printing money, bro. But let me log off. This thing acting stupid. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support, man. One time for the one time. I'll be live tomorrow. Harrison and Charlo. We talk more about Mikey going to the zone. And then I'll drop the Charlo Harrison 2 prediction tomorrow morning. But appreciate it, man. Love and support. Want to make a donation, just share the video, put that link in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.